Hi guys, Emily here at the Champagne Agency. So this week we're going to be talking about flood insurance and if your home might be in a flood zone. So one thing that you might not necessarily know when you start to look for homes, whether it's on Realtor.com or Zillow or any of those sort of websites, is that it might not necessarily say that the home is considered to be in a flood zone. So that's going to have to be a conversation that you're going to have with your realtor and or your lender. Because to get you through the door at closing, if your home that you're looking to purchase is in a flood zone, not only are you required to now have one policy for just your homeowner's insurance, but also a flood policy. So there's going to be two separate policies that are going to have to get you through the door at closing. Some flood policies might cost $100 for the year, some might cost say $3,000 for the year. It really just kind of depends on the risk and exactly where you're located at that time. So just because the home is in a flood zone, it doesn't mean anything bad. There's plenty of great homes that are in flood zones. My parents have been living in a flood zone for forever now, so they are required to have two policies. It's not anything bad. It's totally normal. You just have to realize that there's just going to be some additional costs when it comes to that, because again, to get you through the door at closing, it's now going to require two policies instead of one. And just remember that we want you to fully understand, like going into purchasing a new home, all like the pros and cons to things. Just because you are looking at a home that's in a flood zone, again, it's not anything bad whatsoever. The only thing that we just don't want something to happen is that you absolutely fall in love with this home that you're looking at, that you're viewing, that you put an offer in, and then you find out that it's going to require a flood policy, and that flood policy could be X amount of dollars. So we just want to make sure that you're properly covered. You also just have to remember as well that your flood policy, if you do need one, is again completely separate than an actual home policy. So if you have water backup on your policy, that's not a flood policy. They are completely separate. So just a reminder, it's good to ask your lender and or your realtor if the home that you're looking at is in a flood zone. It doesn't take much time to get anything quoted out, just to get a quick insurance estimate, just to make sure that you can still purchase that home. You can always reach out to us. You can send us the address, all that good stuff. We're here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You can always email or call us. I hope you have a great day, everybody. Bye bye.